Warfare was a big part of medieval European history, and every country has its history. Britain, France, Spain, and Italy were no exceptions. Many raids took place, along with fights, battles, quarrels, and fully fledged wars. Warfare in Britain's medieval ages include multiple invasions from the Saxons, the Vikings, and many wars against France. These days were known as Britain's Dark Ages. Warfare in France had much to do with the Vikings, because the Vikings were within easy reach of France.
The Vikings came from the Scandinavian peninsula, and all they had to do was sail south in the Atlantic Ocean to France.
The word Viking comes from the language Norse and means pirate, which is exactly what the French thought the Vikings were. The Vikings made advances along France's northern section of their kingdom. They finally gained the upper hand, and with confidence, they eventually ransacked Paris. The Vikings were known mostly for attacking others.
They are the group of people who brought the double-sided battle axe into the medieval European weapons system.
They attacked many people, such as the French, the British,
Pip pip, cheerio,
and the Spanish.
They were ruthless and vicious warriors. However, that is not all they were.
Most people think of Vikings as savage, bloodthirsty barbarians, even though most of their people lived off of fishing, crafting, and other peaceful events. Italy's position on the Mediterranean Sea made it a powerful country in the medieval era through trade, politics,
What have Democrats done for national security?
and religion. In Rome, the Romans were extremely powerful in the medieval era and took over multiple nations to form an empire.
Overall, many different weapons were mainly used throughout the medieval European time. These weapons included double-edged swords, daggers, spears, maces, flails, axes, and the bow and arrow. Vikings later brought double-sided battle axes into the picture, and crossbows soon followed. Catapults appeared between the 11th and 13th century in forms of trebuchets, mangonels, and ballistas. Oftentimes, things like rocks, rubble, mounds of dirt, and lead were flung at the enemies. Interestingly, trebuchets sometimes even flung horses that were dead as well.
All of this raged across Europe from as early as Jesus' time to the 16th century. Although Europe is far from those olden days, it still holds lots of history. Understanding these ancient times can give us a better understanding of our civilization today.